Well, hello there, and welcome back to another episode from the Metacraft Server. I'm Metal Jack. In between episodes, I did the zombie spawner, so now we've got some XP, our first kind. But with that method, it's such a grind to get XP, so we're going to sort out a villager trading hall. We have a fair amount of villagers down there now, so we can probably get pretty much every single trade we need. So we can get all the books, all the armor, all the weapons, and everything else in between. Down here is where the zombie spawner is. I've done a little bit of decorating in here, but it's not fancy. I don't really want to be down here for a long period of time. This is just for the moment. A little bit of decoration. And a bit of organization as well. So we've got some enchanted armor, normal armor, broken tools, food, or, which sometimes I do, and zombie flesh. So as you can see, I have been down here for a while because my pickaxe, my poor pickaxe. But it's so goddamn slow down here. Each time I'm down here for at least 20 minutes. And I don't want to hear the zombie groan in my ear for 20 minutes. No. And I cleared up a little bit of space in the nether because we were in a really bad place. So, and we cleared it out. So we're not technically in the fortress, even though this area is the fortress still. But yet we have a blank canvas so that we could do our entrance or exit, however you want to see it. And of course I've already got a design for it, which I will be building in this episode. But we're not going to do that now. We're going to do the villager trading hall. The design for the villager trading hall is inspired by that thing behind me. A robot. That's right. So we're going to build a villager trading hall inside a robot. But of course, we have to sort out the terrain first because this build is fairly big and we need a lot of space. What I also want to do in this episode is to bring all these builds and connect them somehow. So I'm going to have like paths going over just to beautify the area and sort out a food source because I keep running out of this stuff. With that said, I'm going to do some terraforming around this area. And I'll bring you in when I'm ready to build. Well, the terrain has been sorted. I have materials in these chests. So now we're ready to build this trading hall. Let's get to it. There is the trading hall. Inside a robot titan. The idea of this is the little villagers have come along and seen a damaged robot, hollowed it out and moved in. I really like the color scheme, especially this bit here, you know, with the rooted dirt. It just adds a little bit more depth. It just breaks down the deep state a little bit, which is great. It kind of looks like dried up oil. So all I need to do now is just to decorate the inside. Of course, I'm going to bring the terrain into it, so it's like it's sunken into the ground. So I'm going to prettify this area up here. But this is how big it is inside. So we've got plenty of space. Got the villagers here and there. We've even got space inside the head as well. I'm probably going to put the librarians in this area because there is quite a lot of them that have decent books that I like to use, so they're all going to go in one space. But I am probably going to decorate the interior so you don't see the outside, because this is supposed to simulate rust, and the inside it would be protected from the elements. So well, that's the idea of it. But I really do like the idea of having giant robots that have been hollowed out and actually been used. So it's kind of like a robot battle has gone on here many years ago, and these have just been left over to rot after the battle. And maybe one of them wore a boot. Maybe. They're big enough. Especially this guy. I would have loved to have built it vertically, but I think there will be a struggle in where to put the villagers then. Maybe in the future I'll probably build another one. So right now we need to sort out the villagers. I've got one here because I needed some emeralds and up. Oops. I didn't mean to do that, buddy. Forgive me? No, you don't. I do already have a librarian because I needed mending on my shovel. So I came in here and gave it to this guy. Oh, you trampled the crops. This guy is the one that I cured, and I've got pretty good prices here, so I filled up a shulker box full of mending books. I'm glad that I've done him instead of the one downstairs. But I think we have a villager problem. Right, so I've got the stuff here for the villager collection system in that chest, but I am going to have an issue because once I make a hole here, they're all going to fall down. I should have dealt with that before I got overpopulated. Okay, I've set up the villager collection system, and this is the moment of truth. As soon as I break that, they're probably all going to spill out everywhere. So, oh, well, let's just get it over with. Well, I think only 3 of them landed in a minecart. Oh, 4 of them. Right, let's just try and get some of them out of here. Well, we have a fair few of them here, so at least we can get started. And I'll clean up the villager mess in a minute. They're all covered here now. I wonder if I've used all the minecarts. So we'll... Oh, we've still got a few there. Yeah, they keep coming. I think I've actually got enough villagers now. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start doing the librarians, sorting this room out. But I won't share the pain of dealing with villagers. I've just discovered that I'm low on leather. So I'm going to have to sort out a cow farm so I'm able to make the lectins for the villagers. So I'm going to go and do that now. Right, the cow farm is done. And as I was breeding them up, I decided to do some paths. So we've got some connection to all the different builds. Yeah, I thought I'd do another cog to go with this one. I've done it a block higher just so you got some variance in sizes. Right, this is how it works. You press the button, they come up. And as they die, I've connected it so it pops up here. Which is quite clever, I think. Yeah, we could just breed them all up and then they just slowly die by themselves. Saves my durability on my weapons. I thought I'd do something different than just having a a collection and just going into a chest or something like that. So basically is waiting for the last of it. There we go. Right, I'll show you the workings of it, which is fairly simple anyway. Where's the... There it is. I know a bit of redstone, but I'm not the best at redstone. I just know that this works. And there's soul sand in there with a water column, a bubble column going up, and that's how I collect the items. Which I think is pretty cool. Instead of having 4 buttons for each dispenser, I have put a target block. I think it's called a target block. Just a piece of redstone down there, so it fires both of these at the same time instead of just doing one individual one. So I think it's quite clever. And it's right near the wheat as well, so if we run out, then we could just put it in the chest. So as I was waiting for the cows to breed to get to 24 and over, I thought, let's connect them up. So yeah, we've got a nice windy path going up here to the iron farm. So yeah, it's pretty nice. It still looks really bland around here, but I am going to put some bushes and custom trees and all that stuff, but maybe another time. Maybe a little bit off camera so that I can show you for the next episode. We've also got one going to the villager breeder. And the trading hall. I've just stopped there at the moment because obviously we've still got loads of junk chests everywhere. And I've done some work in here as well. Organise the villagers for their trades. I've also decorated the area as well, so it's quite nice. I'm gonna probably do something in the middle, you know, for a bit of decoration, put some proper lights up instead of torches everywhere. And all the books that I usually use, I'm gonna get some glowing just to make it a little bit more visible. But I was stuck on this guy for a long time because he wouldn't let me have a power 5. I broke 2 axes to get that. I almost gave up and just went with a power 4 and I was just going to combine them, but that's effort. I have traded with these guys behind me. So yeah, we have a nice selection of diamond tools. Some of them have got, you know, like that one, Silk Touch is already on there. But they're not the best, but they're diamond tools. So you can't have everything, really. So yeah, I just need to trade with these guys. These ones I've already done. I've already done some sticks with these guys. Probably the easiest one to do, I guess. There's woods everywhere, and these guys as well. But you know, they want quite a lot, but I might let a zombie in here to play with the villagers at some point and then convert them back so we get cheaper items. But I didn't get a mending guy in here because I already have one in there, and there's no point in having 2 librarians that do the same thing, really, is there? And I sorted the terrain around this area as well. Again, it's very bland, but you know, there was just load of stone everywhere, so I've just replaced it with grass, and I want the sort of nature to sort of creep up here, so I'm going to add some moss, sort of like nature's taking over and it's consuming this slowly, because it just looks a bit odd just sitting there on top of it, really. So yeah, and with this guy over here, I was thinking of building him an arm, so it's sort of like coming down this little hill here, just to add a little bit more character, because I've built 2 robots and they're both armless. He's missing his legs. Oh, and I forgot to show you, I found this guy. I was just coming out the snail with a pocket full of items and he started shooting me, so I thought, oh, I'll just capture him. So as I've been AFK at the iron farm, I've just been letting him try to shoot me, and he's lost his crossbow. So I'm kind of thinking of bringing him up to the trading hall, trapping him in there, and just let him walk around, so like a security guard or something like that. Because he won't attack them now, because he has no weapon. So yeah, that's a thing. And I know I said that I was going to decorate this area in this episode, but I've run out of time. So I'm going to do it in the next episode. And I'm going to sort out my elytra, because it still needs mending and unbreaking. But now we have the villagers, we can sort that out. Because I want to go and explore a little bit more. And I've got some diamonds burning a hole in my pocket that I need to spend. So I'm probably going to do that in the next episode. Thank you very much for watching. And if you like the video, make sure to like it. And if you want to subscribe, you're more than welcome to. Right, that said, I'll see you later.